Lower Extremity Functional Scale. The purpose of this test is to evaluate lower extremity impairment. This test is made up of 20 questions. Scoring is scaled from 0 to 80. The lower the score, the higher the disability. This is a picture of a lower extremity functional scale. As you can see on the left, there are 20 different questions of 20 different activities to ask the individual. Scoring, you can see on the right, a 0 would be extreme difficulty or unable to perform the activity. Score of a 1 would be quite a bit of difficulty. Scoring of a 2 would be moderate difficulty. 3, a little bit of difficulty. And 4, no difficulty. So the lowest possible score would be a complete 0, and the highest possible score would be an 80. In this patient scenario, Mr. Dunham completed the LEFS questionnaire after his total knee replacement surgery, but prior to his first physical therapy treatment. His overall score at that time was a 19. After 6 weeks of physical therapy intervention, Mr. Dunham retakes the lower extremity functional scale questionnaire. The scores will be compared to assess his improvement and current level of function at that time.
Hey Mr. Dunham, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so I wanted to go over your lower extremity function again, just like we did 6 weeks ago when you first came to therapy. So I'm going to list about 20 activities, and then I want you to rank each one from 0 to 4. 0 meaning extreme difficulty or unable to do it at all, and then 4 meaning no difficulty.
Okay.
So, and then we'll compare it with your first outcome to see your progression.
All right.
So we'll start with your usual work or household activities.
All right, so that's about a 2.
So about moderate difficulty. All right, so your usual hobbies, if you have any recreational or sporting activities.
That's about 2 as well.
All right. How about getting in or out of the bath or shower?
I can actually do that pretty good, so that's a 4.
Okay. Walking between rooms.
That's pretty easy too, so 4.
Okay. How about putting shoes or socks on?
That one's it's kind of hard, so I'll probably say about a 2 on that one.
Okay, moderate. All right, and then squatting.
Squatting would be about a 1, quite a bit of difficulty.
Okay, and then how about lifting an object off of the floor?
That would be a 0.
Okay. Performing light activities around the house.
That should be pretty easy, 4.
Okay, and then heavy activities around the house?
Still pretty tough right now, so 1.
All right, and then getting in or out of your car?
1 as well.
Okay, and then walking about 2 blocks?
About a 2.
Okay, and then walking a mile?
Can't walk a mile yet, 0.
All right. Going up or down about 10 stairs, so 1 flight.
That's not too bad, 3.
Okay, and then standing for 1 hour.
I'm gonna put a 3 on that one as well.
And then sitting for 1 hour.
That's not too bad right now. I'll put a 4 on that.
Okay, and then running on even ground.
I haven't started running yet, so 0.
Okay, so then running on uneven ground.
0 as well.
And then making sharp turns while running.
0.
Hopping.
0 as well.
And then last one, rolling over in bed.
That's not too bad. That's a 3.
Okay, so I'm just going to add that up really quick. Can I borrow that?
Yeah. The new lower extremity functional scale score is calculated and presented to the patient. Now we can compare the new results with the results previously obtained before 6 weeks of physical therapy.
All right, Mr. Dunham, so now that I've added up your score, you can see you made a 36 out of 80 this time. So you have over 9 points better than the first time we did it. So we can confidently say that you have progressed within the 6 weeks that you've been with us in therapy. And so we'll do this again in a couple more weeks to check your progression again.
Okay, sounds good.
"30-second sit to stand." The primary function of this test is to assess lower extremity strength in older adults. This test also incorporates balance and functional mobility. For this test, the patient will have 30 seconds to sit and stand in a chair as many times as possible. Use a chair with no arms. Use a seat height of 17 inches, and the patient is not allowed to use hands to help with sitting or standing.
How are you today, Mrs. Starr?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I heard that you've been having some trouble with your knee. So we're going to assess your lower extremity function by doing the sit to stand test for 30 seconds. And you're just going to sit in this chair, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, your feet are staggered, and not using your hands, so you could cross your hands over your chest like this, and you're gonna sit to stand as fast as you can for 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right.
From this example, Ms. Tharp scored an 8 by being able to stand up 8 times within the 30-second time frame.
All right, so Mrs. Tharp, you scored an 8 on the 30 second sit to stand, which is a little below average. Average for your age is 15. So right now, I would suggest conservative interventions for PT, and we'll reassess you in a couple weeks to see if you've improved.
As you can see from this chart, women aged 65 to 69 on average can sit to stand 15 times in the 30-second test. In this example, Ms. Tharp was only able to sit to stand 8 times, so she is well below average. At this point, it would be wise to enroll Ms. Tharp in some type of physical therapy intervention to try to help improve her score.